ministers, ambassadors, co-chairs of the B20 Program Director, colleagues, partners from the B20 and G20, good morning. This morning, I would like to speak to you on the role of the insurance sector in a changing world. 5 years ago, few would have imagined a pandemic would disrupt our lives and halt the global economy. Many of us lost loved ones. Our lives were changed forever. And on a lighter note, many of you will remember the non-expert debates that took place in our homes and that raged between family members, the debates to vaccinate or not to vaccinate, to mask up or not to mask up. And who would have thought that we would be here today sitting so closely together and shaking hands? And yet, here we are navigating the aftermath of the pandemic. And for us in insurance, we're also confronted by extreme weather events, drought, fire, floods, whose impact has tripled since the 1980s. We're also straddling geopolitical fractures that we thought were confined to history, while wrestling technologies that promise both transformation and disruption in equal measure. We see that the ground is shifting beneath us faster than our planning cycles can accommodate. Colleagues, it is indeed an honor to join you to discuss our response. The G20's theme of solidarity, equality, and sustainability is powerful and demands pragmatism. These ideals are not built in boardrooms or at summits alone. They're built in the communities through protecting livelihoods, reinforcing infrastructure, and creating systems that help people recover from shocks stronger than before. And at the heart of building these systems lies a critical dynamic force: financial services. And so as we gather here, South Africa remains one of Africa's industrialized and diversified economies. Growth is expected to strengthen annually between 2026 and 2028 as policy reforms are evidently taking effect. Across the continent, the broader narrative is one of undeniable vigor. The continent's economy is expected to grow by 4% this year and in 2026, outpacing much of the world despite the headwinds we face. But the real story is in our people. Africa is not just a continent of resources, it is a continent of incredible human potential. We have the world's youngest and fastest growing population, projected to increase by a staggering 60% by 2050. This is not a challenge to manage. This is indeed our greatest asset, an immense opportunity for economic growth, innovation, and a demographic dividend to power the global economy for decades to come. And yet, this promise is shadowed by a deep paradox. Economic strength contrasts with deep social divides. South Africa remains one of the world's most unequal societies, with a Gini coefficient reflecting high income inequality and unemployment. This pattern, to varying degrees, is replicated across the continent. And while wealth has soared for some, millions of families remain impoverished, waking up uncertain about tomorrow, excluded from opportunities to thrive, and a life shaped by scarcity and certainly not by choice. Our challenge and role is clear: to translate potential into shared prosperity and sustainable inclusivity. This has to be the central economic and moral imperative of our time. This can begin with financial services and inclusion. While insurance is foundational, it is but a far broader part of a bigger proposition. Our role is to transform uncertainty into confidence. And so amid global turbulence testing economies and institutions, we stand at the cornerstone of cooperation, converting volatility into confidence that allows us to enable inclusive and sustainable growth. For true inclusion, we must look beyond single products. We must provide a full spectrum of financial services that empowers people and businesses through their economic life cycle. And so this means seamless access to savings, to credit, investment, and insurance, all intricately woven into a resilient safety net that is a springboard for ambition. And so for us, through Santam Alliance, we have created a platform that uniquely positions us to scale these solutions across our beautiful continent, leveraging world-class technology, international capital, and a deep local understanding of our people's needs. Today, the Santam Group is Africa's leading non-bank financial services provider, with a footprint spanning 26 countries across Africa. Our purpose is clear: to rebuild prosperity for all. We are not just a financial services company. We are a partner in resilience, growth, and impact, from Cape Town to Cairo, from Lagos to Nairobi. Financial services allow societies to take risks, businesses to invest in the future, and communities to rebuild. Insurance is certainly the anchor of stability. No development project, public, private, can proceed without financial mechanisms to reassure lenders and investors. No single actor, government, private company, or NGO can deliver inclusive, resilient growth alone. The complexity of our challenge demands deep partnerships between governments, business, and communities. Public-private partnerships and innovative financing are unlocking capital for infrastructure, expediting economic development, and increasing shared prosperity. The financial services sector, with its ability to structure and to price risk, is emerging as a crucial anchor in this transformation. Regional entities across the board are leading the way, issuing guarantees to independent power producers, protecting investment in energy infrastructure against payment delays and political uncertainty. This is a proven model that de-risks essential projects powering our economies. This is the collaborative model that we must champion. By leveraging combined expertise, resources, and risk pooling, we can anchor stability and advance an inclusive agenda for a changing continent. Now let us ground these ideas in direct, practical work that moves beyond theory to real, tangible impact. Our commitment is embodied in initiatives such as our Partnership for Risk and Resilience program that we established in response to a government call to enhance municipal capacity. And this represents for us a fundamental shift in our approach. And so we are not just providing financial products, we are building systemic resilience from the ground up. This program collaborates with municipalities and other government institutions on practical, life-saving interventions. Installing early warning weather systems, working with local firefighting teams, mapping evacuation routes, and the use of geospatial data and analytics, the goal for us is simple: to prevent the loss of life and to prevent the loss of finances and economics, and not just to pay for them. And so to date, our program has boosted disaster risk management in 102 South African municipalities and positively impacted more than 12 million lives. And because risk does not respect borders, we're expanding this program, applying the lessons learned across the region. And we've seen these partnerships work across South Africa. The National Energy Crisis Committee demonstrated that collaboration can overcome even the most daunting infrastructure barriers. That is what real partnership, a shared purpose, a practical plan, and relentless execution can achieve. Across our continent, these partnership frameworks are removing bottlenecks, attracting international investors for transport, healthcare, and renewable energy projects. This is how you build capacity, innovating finance, genuine partnerships, and a concerted effort to clear the path forward. Africa does not need to reinvent the wheel in some instances. Financial services should help turn the wheel faster towards inclusive economic growth. Now, most of what I have said today is certainly not new. Today's risks demand that technical expertise and balance sheets are accompanied by something more. They demand leadership that is grounded in courage, foresight, and partnerships. The financial services sector has the tools, institutional capacity, and is ready to mobilize. And this is particularly important in overlooked and vulnerable markets. When deployed strategically, we protect infrastructure, narrow inequality, and broaden prosperity that enables the G20 ideals of solidarity, equality, and sustainability to truly take root in people's lives. In plain terms, here is what financial services sectors are doing. Restoring the home after the flood or fire. Keeping our farms running after the drought. Ironically, we're seeing the impact of snow under the African sun. Now, for most of us Africans, we have never seen snow in real life. And we wondered, what magic is this? And this too we will need to prepare for, the unpredictability of weather. Financial services is also giving the entrepreneur confidence to take the risk that enables employment, providing young families with safe ways to save for their children's education and much-needed medical needs. This is our stabilizing force, not abstract but concrete, not distant but immediate. In closing, today I say that the financial services sector is ready, and that the Santam Group is ready, willing, and more than able to collaborate with government, business, and communities to drive this work forward. Not through declarations, but through partnership. Not sometime in the future, but now. And so together, through financial inclusion, foresight, and shared purpose, we can build the inclusive, secure, and prosperous future that is deserved by our beautiful and God-blessed continent. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.